Greetings everyone, I'm Dr. Anth. In the video on lumpers and splitters, see the link below, I stated that splitters focus on differences while lumpers focus on commonalities. Lumpers view Neanderthals as just another population of Homo sapiens. Splitters view Neanderthals as something else. The focus on viewing Neanderthals as something other than like us really begins with a French scientist back in 1910 who didn't like the idea of Neanderthals being the ancestors of the French people. Marcellin Boule examined a Neanderthal skeleton from the French cave site of La Chapelle-aux-Saints. He focused on and exaggerated the differences between the Neanderthal man and a modern French man. The book he wrote about the man from La Chapelle set the view for what the popular press called a caveman. In fact, the first image drawn in 1909 made La Chapelle man seem more ape than human. The image of La Chapelle improved some by the 1930s, but Neanderthals were still considered stupid, brutish, and lumbering. Even now, over 100 years after Boule published his research on La Chapelle man, Neanderthals are viewed much the same. However, the more we learn about the Neanderthals, the more the evidence shows that Neanderthals are very similar to us. They are just a population of humans, like the French and the Chinese are just populations of humans. Let's go back to Boule. The skeleton of La Chapelle is that of an old man who was missing most of his teeth. He also had arthritis, which meant he couldn't walk well and was hunched over. He was not typical of Neanderthal men any more than an old man in a nursing home right now is typical of a 21st century man. Current reconstructions of younger Neanderthals give a much better idea of what was typical. Neanderthals buried their dead. They are the first group for which we have evidence of burials. La Chapelle man was buried in a cave around 60,000 years ago. We find most of our evidence for Neanderthals in caves. This is not necessarily because Neanderthals lived in caves, although they probably did in the winter, but because skeletons and other materials are more likely to be preserved in a cave environment than out in the open. And it's easier for paleoanthropologists and archaeologists to search for caves than from an unknown site in the middle of a field. In a way, paleoanthropologists are the cavemen and women, not the Neanderthals. I will talk more about Neanderthals in my next video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.